Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to create this eye makeup look, which I think is perfect for fall season. I used a lot of warm tones, also some kind of like greenish olive tones, so I can't wait for you guys to see how I did this. Now before I go in with any eyeshadow, like always, I first always prime my eyelids, and I'm using the MAC Cosmetics paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. I'm applying this all over the eyelid using a Sigma Beauty P84 brush, and then I went in with this kind of really light orangey neutral shade. I don't really know how to describe this color, but it's like a nice transition color. I'm using a palette from the brand Be Creative Makeup. The only thing is that it's only, as far as I know, available in the Netherlands or in Belgium. So if you're recreating this makeup look, I'm sure you have a similar palette at home with kind of like similar shades. So just grab those palettes and follow along with me. So now I'm taking this kind of like warm brownish shade, which is not like a really special shade, so I'm sure you guys have something similar in one of your palettes. If not, I think a really nice palette would be like Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, the number 1 or the number 2. Like, you can't go wrong with those palettes. The number 1 is actually one of my favorite palettes to date. I've used that palette so many times, and I actually have a backup for the number 1. I feel like the shimmery shades in that palette aren't that good, but the matte shades I think are really beautiful. But yeah, so I'm just gonna blend this shade all over the eyelid. I kind of had some problems with blending it out because I went in with a brush at the beginning, which was not the best option to go for. But I basically blended it all in my crease and also on top of my eyelid. And then I went in with this kind of like olive greenish shade and started to kind of pack this in the outer V, making circular motions with my brush and just kind of blending this into whatever is left in my crease from the other shades. Now, because I used quite a lot of that brown shade, this shade is not gonna look really greenish on the eyelid because it's basically going to blend into the brown, which will give just a different kind of shade, but I really like it, and I think it's actually perfect for fall. It just kind of gives it that smoky greenish brownish undertone, which I think is really beautiful. So now I'm going in with a black eyeshadow. All the shades I'm using are matte, and I'm going to use a little bit of that using a tinier brush and blending this in my outer V area as well. So first I went in with a tiny brush, and then I noticed I needed a big brush. So I went in with a bigger blending brush and blended even more of the black eyeshadow in the outer V area and just making circular motions. Then I'm going to use that same shade underneath the lower lash line as well, because I did already apply my foundation and concealer, so I went straight in with using this on the lower lash line as well. And then I went in with that orangey brown color and blended that underneath the lower lash line to blend out that dark shade that I just applied underneath the lower lash line. And I'm just going to sweep my brush back and forward and just keep adding more of that shade. I really like, whenever I do eye look like this, to kind of go for a really smoked out lower lash line, so I blended quite a lot of that warm brown shade to really give it that smoky effect in this area. Then after blending the shade, I went in with even more, as you can see. This is totally up to you. If you think it's too dramatic, you can of course also blend a little bit of that. Then after blending the shade, I went in with some eyeliner. You could go for a wing liner or anything you feel like will look great with this eye look, but I just kept it simple. I only went with a straight line above the lash line, and yeah, that's all I did. You could also skip this whole part. You don't have to go with eyeliner. I think it will look really pretty without eyeliner as well. But I am going in with fake lashes, so whenever I do, I actually prefer to use a little bit of eyeliner above the lash line because it kind of makes the lash band kind of look less visible, if that makes sense. It kind of disappears into the eyeliner. So whenever I know I'm going for lashes, I always like to use a little bit of eyeliner. So now I'm going in with this shimmery color, which is kind of like a, I don't really know what kind of shade it is, but it looks kind of bronzy, but it also has some kind of green sparkle in it. I decided to add a little bit of that underneath the lower lash line as well, since this whole eye look is matte, which I really like. I just felt like let's just spice it up a little bit. I went in with a dark brown pencil in the waterline with kind of a similar shade as this whole eye look. Then I curled my lashes and I went in with some mascara. I used a mascara from Gucci Beauty. I will link it down in the description bar together with all the other products I used in today's video. And of course, I also went in with some lashes like I already told you guys. I will link those that I used in the description bar as well. And yeah, this is the final result. I really hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Let me know if you're gonna try it out, and tag me on Instagram if you are gonna use this eye look on your own eyes. I would love to see it. I love reposting your work in my Instagram stories. So yeah, don't hesitate to tag me. I would love to see it. And yeah, just want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye!